Hi, this is tutorial part 5.2. We're going to pick up in the plan mode on the preparation page. So I'm going to double click my preparation page. Yours may or may not have this blue box. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. You'll just create it. Mine might look slightly different. Okay, so make sure your page is scrolled to the top. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding anchors. Like we talked about previously. Again, as a review, anchors are used when you have long pages with a lot of vertical content to scroll through. So if you create an internal link that makes the page jump to a specific section, it's called an anchor. And that's what we're going to be doing right now. So make sure the page is scrolled to the top. Add an anchor at the top of the page by clicking on. So we're going to do Object, pull down to Insert Link Anchor. And then it gives me like a place gun. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click it right here at the top. And then it asks you to name the anchor. And I'm going to call it top. All right. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to name it top, lowercase, hit OK. And it takes my anchor and calls it top. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is on the top of the menu, there should be an anchor. So you're going to see on the top of the menu bar, there's an anchor. You're going to click it twice. And what it's going to do is you're going to pull it down. You can see it gives you an anchor icon and then it has a 2. So, what this does is the anchor application is going to allow us to do 2 more anchor clicks. So I want to set another anchor next to the French press. So I'm going to actually do it a little above it, but to the left of it in that left column. And I'm going to do a little above it. So I'm going to click and I'm going to name this one. And you have to do your naming in lowercase and all one word. So I'm just going to do all lowercase French press. Okay. And it's going to name my second anchor French press. And then I'm going to scroll down further and I have a third anchor to put in, which is espresso. And I'm going to put it again on the left column, a little higher than the actual word espresso. It's asking me to name it again. Espresso, all lowercase, hit OK. And then I have my anchor set. Okay. So, okay. Okay, then you're gonna create a teal box like I have here. If you don't have one, you can create it by just clicking on the box rectangle tool, clicking and drawing. So just like this. Again, I have mine up here already, and then you would fill it with a color. Pick a teal color, or really you could make it whatever color you want. Blue, bright teal, or bright light blue. Actually, I'm just going to keep the teal right here, but again, you can create it however you'd like. So then I'm going to click the text tool, and I am going to create a text box, and I'm going to type in all caps, drip coffee. I'm going to place it within that teal box. And then I'm going to format it News Gothic MT 18 point and pick a color brown. So, News Gothic. Let's see. News Gothic MT Bold. I'm going to make it 14, and I'm going to pick up like a brown color. Oh, 18, sorry. It's currently 14. I'm going to make it 18. Drip Coffee. Okay. I'm actually going to move it over a little bit. Okay. So then I'm also going to duplicate my text box. So if you click Control, if you click your text box and then Control, if you're on a Mac, is Option. Not on a Mac, it's Control. Click and drag. It'll make a duplicate of it. And then I'm going to do another duplicate underneath that. I'm going to write 3 groups of copy. So I'm going to have Drip Coffee. My next one down is going to be French Press, all caps. And then I'm going to set the French press in a color red. So I'm going to change my color to a red color. And then the third group of copy is going to be Espresso, all caps. And I believe Espresso is going to be the color black. So then I should have 3 groups of text in my teal box. You should look somewhat like that. Okay, so now I'm going to click on each text box and create hyperlinks to the following anchors. So Drip Coffee is going to be linked to the top anchor. So I clicked on my text box. I'm going to go to hyperlinks. So how you see anchors, you'll actually see the icon anchor. So we know that Drip Coffee goes to the top anchor, and then French Press will go to the French Press anchor, and Espresso will go to the Espresso anchor. Okay. Okay, that's just showing you what I just did. Okay. So now I'm going to show you how it works. So you want to file save. Then let's preview our page in browser. So when we click Drip Coffee, let's say we're down further here. I'll click Drip Coffee. Whoops. Oh, it brought me to the top of the page. French Press will bring me down to the French Press section of the page. And then Espresso will bring me down to the Espresso section. So that's really how anchors work. Again, Drip Coffee brings me to the top. French Press brings me down further to French Press. And Espresso brings me down to the Espresso section. Okay, anchors are pretty cool. They come in handy, and you see them a lot on web pages. So, okay, good to know about. Okay, so now we're going to start creating an actual button in Muse, go through that process, and then the linking of it. So let's go to the cart map page. So we'll be in the plan mode. We'll go to the cart map page. We haven't done really anything in the cart map page. Okay, so we're going to also create a button from a text frame using the states panel, and adding a link to it is overall what we're going to be doing in this section. So we're going to create a text box, a text frame across all the columns with a height of 50 pixels. So I'm going to go to my text tool. I'm going to click across all of my columns, and I'm going to make it about 50 pixels high. Okay. so now I am going to type in click to get directions. So the actual words in all caps. Click to get directions, exclamation point. I'm going to pick the font Geneva, bold, size 34, color white. So Geneva, the size will be 34, and the color will be white. Okay. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, our text is white. We can't really see it because we changed our text to white, but we're going to go click on the, with the box selected, we're going to click on the fill. In the fill, we're going to click on add image. I'm going to go to my artwork, and I am going to click on map find us.ping, click open, and it drops in this looks like a ribbon artwork. Right, looks like a ribbon. Click it, open it a little wider, we can see more of the ribbon. Okay. So ideally, right now, our text and our artwork are in the same box, which is how you want to create all buttons in Muse. So even if it's artwork that you are dropping in, you're going to create a text box first, and then you'll do a fill and drop in the artwork, whatever the artwork may be, so that you have one box that includes the art and the text in one. So that's how buttons really work in Muse. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to add some spacing, or padding as they call it in web design. So we're going to do Windows, pull down to spacing. So window, pull down to spacing, and it gives me a panel. I'm going to give the spacing 40 on the left and 3 on the top. So if I click on my text box, if I do 30 on the left, oops, I don't know that I really wanted to do that. Let's see. Oh, I know what happened. Okay, we have to unlock here. Okay, so you have to first unlock the lock in the center. Give the left 30, and I believe the top was 3. So that our text is now a little more centered on the actual ribbon artwork. So this is really my button that I just created. So again, this is how you would space things out within that text box, through spacing. So again, you would find it through the window drop down to spacing. Okay, so hit save. Okay, so I'm going to continue the rest of this tutorial in part 5.3. I'm going to end this one now, and I will pick up the rest shortly. Good job.